Hi there, Libra. Welcome to Jive Tarot and your freestyle for the month of August. So, what I like to do is I like to go ahead and pick an overall energy, but on the newer decks, they won't let me do that. I want to see what Spirit is trying to tell us that we left out of the 9 card spiritual reading or the relationship reading. Those readings have it's a defined sense of questions that I tend to ask Spirit. And for the freestyle, I just like to let Spirit speak uninhibited, kind of leading us closer to its actual focus and more or less away from our egotistical. All right, that seems like it. Knight of Swords here. Something that you're rushing into, something that you've been having new thoughts, but blockages in action. Like your mind is racing about this thing, right? And it's like all you can think about. It's all you can do when you're up at night. Hangman in reverse. It's almost like there are so many different ways to skin a cat here. But as far as actually opportunity with the Ace of Wands in reverse, I don't see it opening its doorway yet. Do you want to see why? This thing, this endeavor, this thought process, I know I do. Got the Devil in the pre-shuffle, Ace of Pentacles in reverse on the pre-shuffle. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Knight of Wands. All right. So now we're getting a little bit closer to it because what I feel is it's a lack of action on your part. This could be caused by insecurities, naysayers, not a lot of people in your corner rooting for you. It could be that you're taking opposite reactions. Do you understand? Like instead of creating the waves that go in the direction, you're like justifying a doorway out of having to try and fail. So I'm kind of sabotaging. I feel a very self-sabotaging kind of feeling. It's the Four of Wands. The thing is that you can't stop thinking about it. Like you can't get your mind off of it, right? It's one of those things where you, instead of paying attention to supper you're cooking, you're daydreaming about it. You understand? I'm not taking any actions towards it, but I can't stop thinking about it. So I'm about to cut my damn little finger off while I'm cutting up these onions. Maybe, you know? Um, but as far as actually going through with it, it's like you are focusing your attention on purposely sabotaging it so that you don't have to try and fail. Yes. I see rising above this internal battle, right? I see that if left unchecked, your mind will bring you to a worst case scenario kind of feel. What Spirit is trying to get you to do, however, is it's trying to get you to get over it, rise above it, have faith, have confidence, have positive influence. Be your own biggest fan. I see the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Seven of Cups in reverse, and the Ace of Swords in reverse. But that's not what happened. All right, so insecurities, the Ace of Wands, again, so that's twice that little booger has come out, right? Okay, so I have the Ten of Swords and the Hermit, both in reverse, right? This is staying stuck and stagnant, but even so much as understanding and comprehending what all those blockages are or were. Now, this is the really, really interesting part, and I need you to listen very closely, Libra. Just the thought of those swords is manifesting as reasons why you can't, reasons why you'll be stopped, reasons that are stacked against you. Well, I failed here in 1992. Well, I failed here in 2003. Well, somebody stopped me and held me back, pulled me by my hair and got me back in my chair back here. So what I feel is happening is it's like the thoughts, you're allowing them, so you're dual-minded in your whole way. This thing that you need, this thing that you want, this thing that you're passionate about, you can't stop thinking about. You're setting up the Eight of Swords. You're setting up all these boundaries as to why it failed in the past and why it's going to fail again. Instead of seeing that 1% or that silver lining, that glimmer of hope that's going to shoot you right past the moon and into the stars. This right here speaks to me. If I think that I can't, then I can't, right? So if I no longer put any emotion into it, if I'm withdrawing or trying to pull all my little army men off of the playing board of this game of Risk, right? Then I'm seeing things more clearly. This thought of defeat, this thought of doubt, this inability to is clearing the pathway. If I think I can, I'm right. If I think I can't, guess what? I'm also right. On the split deck, I have the Strength in reverse. Now, this card tells me specifically of an inability in you to conquer that beast, that bestial, that doubt. And the Ace of Wands in reverse. Like I said, it's the second time it came out. Spirit is asking you to transform your thinking and look at the brighter side. Look for the brighter side. Look for the softer side. But for some odd reason, you cannot. Let's see how to clear this blockage, baby. Because I'm ready to. Are you? The full moon has come. And it is now waning. This is the perfect time to dispel or rid ourselves, working with the lunar cycle, to go ahead and direct ourselves to stop that, clear our blockages, and allow them to leave us. Allow the energy field of blockage and lack and loss or insecurities, doubt, fear, leave. They do not serve us. It's time to walk away. Yeah? All right, Libra. Let's see. I wanna, but I'm not. All right. What you got? What you got? How's Libra to clear these blockages? Six of Swords in reverse. There's something that you have to revisit. Yes. There's some healing that you need to do. Precisely why. What we're going to do. Oh, it's the Magician too. Wow, as above, so below. I see this vortex in his heart. And he's like mastering the whirlpool, so to say. There you go. So the Six of Swords in reverse and the Magician. See, what you're doing is the same thing Spirit needs you to do. But instead of doing it in a deceptive, I don't have what it takes, powerless, manipulative kind of way, they want you to do it in an empowered, beautiful, strength, faithful, manifester, creator kind of way. Yeah? This, Libra, screams to me, have a little faith in yourself. But do the work. because I can have all the faith in myself. But if I'm still carrying all these hitchhikers or all this past energy, all these monkeys on my back, all these thorns from this past instance, if I have never gone back and looked at it and seen where I have healed, I have overcome, I have become a better person because of these things, then I think these things are going to recreate. But if I know that I learned from that lesson, from that thing, so you got to go back and you got to do your homework. You understand? I got to go back and I got to look at that situation from my mentality now. And I've got to bring myself to a place where I can see how I wouldn't have changed it and how I'm grateful for it. And when I can do that, when I can like really let go and say, yeah, I did that for me. Yeah, the world did that for me. Then I think that all those swords, all those doubts, all those fears will start falling away. And you'll even be anxious, for God's sake, for whatever it's worth. You'll even be anxious for the next failure, even for the next lesson. Thirsty for it, ready for it, hungry for it. I have the Ten of Swords. Ooh, this is so good. Okay, the Eight of Wands, right. The Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. Baby. Bottom of the deck, there's the Death. Right. All right. We got it. It's Roger Roger here. Okay, so the Ten of Swords. Now, there are two renditions of the Ten of Swords in this deck. There's the guy that's looking at the owl, into the eyes of the owl, for wisdom, understanding, comprehension, and an evolution. And then there's the Ten of Swords where the guy's sitting there with all the swords in his back, and there's a traveler that's just passing by, and he's asking for help, and he's not getting any help. And if you understand the difference in the cards, you'll understand that my help does come from understanding why I went through that, looking into the eyes of fear and deducing why it had to happen and how I can grow past it and overcome it. This is your Ten of Swords, and I am so ecstatic. It is followed closely by the Eight of Wands. This is actual action. This is just what I was just telling you this. This is the action. This is the flock. This is cutting through the resistance of the air or air travel, or I'm even getting air travel, flights, if it was a flight, a destination, some sort of vacation or business endeavor that you had to go meet somebody, say in California or New York. You had to fly to do it. This is being able to take action because I understood why it had to happen before. So those failures before only fine-tuned my ability to be able to take action now. You understand? I won't make those silly mistakes anymore. Hopefully I'll make much bigger, better, more encompassing mistakes where everybody can learn from, not only me. I do see the Eight of Pentacles, though, in the upright. So this is an idea. It gives me the idea that it is a paying attention to the smaller details, really engulfing yourself in work. They say about 5 months of hard work and dedication will just excel a business, like really get it up off its feet. But look here, there's also that death of over that Two of Wands, that going back and seeing, oh, look, there's that other Ten of Swords I was telling you about. See how you once looked back on that Ten of Swords as, how many times did I ask for help? How many times did I ask for help and everybody ignored me? How many times was I just completely overwhelmed and done and betrayed and backstabbed, and everybody just like nothing was going on? And how I was looking back on it then, I have transformed that line of thinking to that inner wisdom, inner knowing Ten of Swords, where I look back and I completely understand why something had to happen, so I could be more prepared to work more diligently and pay attention to the smaller details as of now. And as far as being able to give, understand, don't be afraid to take some sort of information, handouts, knowledge, uh, GoFundMe's, for God's sake, because it's saying that you're not really in your comfort zone as of now. Now, this could be because I'm taking steps that I haven't taken in years because I got pushed back the first few times. You know, this could be that I'm not necessarily financially prepared to do these kind of things. Bet on yourself. Go get it. Go try. You know? Ask for handouts, ask for some help. I see the King of Swords here. I think that what's going on is you're completely capable of discerning what is a healthy investment and what is an unhealthy, irresponsible investment. And I think that as long as you're trying and you have faith in yourself and you've worked out those things that hold you back, those anchors, those hooks that were in you, trying to hold you back and convince you that you're not good enough to do this. Well, I have a very, very good feeling that if you put in the work, you'll definitely succeed. So until next time, Libra, if you would, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Do hit the bell if you want to see more. Next time I upload should be next week for Single and Ready to Mingle. It was Tarot Do-Si-Do, but I think it's a little square, so I changed the name. And until next time, Libra, thanks for stopping by at Jive Tarot.